Game 7. Denver Nuggets on the road in Oklahoma City. Win or go home. My best bets are on the way. As always, my name's Austin. Thank you for tuning in today. We're joined by a special guest for the second straight video. Bring it out. The broom is here, baby. A 3-0 Friday. We had no picks on Saturday, which is when this video is dropping, but the game will be on Sunday. Wow, a 3-0 Friday. We dominated that game. We had Mikal Bridges over. Thanks. Shout out Tom Thibodeau for playing the starters in the fourth quarter. No reason to. You're up 40. Derek White under in 4.5 threes. Yeah, he ain't Steph Curry. He soared under that. He didn't have a single three at halftime. And Jaylen Brown under 6.5 assists. Get a little bit lucky as he fouls out at 6 assists. We'll take a 3-0 day on a 6-0 run, and hopefully we can continue that into this game 7 before we move on to the conference finals. Now that was pretty solid. We also cashed day 2 of the ladder challenge. Day 3 should be posted probably sometime Saturday night. Might already be live by the time you're watching this. Will probably be posted maybe Sunday morning. Either way, should be live pretty quickly before, well in advance of this game starting. But let's dive into the picks today. I have not promoted this app in a hot minute, but PrizePicks, I know a lot of you guys have it out there. I normally don't promote PrizePicks a ton just because I love a bunch of other daily fantasy apps out there, but they're giving everyone a Jokic free pick. So I'm taking advantage of that. I'll show how I'm using it at the end of this video. Hopefully you guys haven't already used it. If you have PrizePicks, if you don't, well, you can sign up now using my code COS or the link at the top of the description. All you got to really deposit is $5 and they'll give you $50 instantly. So pretty good return on your money if you want to sign up using that code COS or the link down below. Take advantage of that. You'll get this Jokic free pick, which we will talk about how I'm using it at the end of the video. But as always, we dive into our favorite props, then we get into our PrizePicks lineup, and then we'll end with my favorite side or total, which have been on a scorcher 4 in a row. Let's start with my first prop of the day, and I know you guys are going to love this one because you guys love when we take unders. I mean, yeah, honestly, you guys hate them, but if you don't see on the record, we are 133 and 69. Cashing nearly 2 of every 3 under picks. You can't get much better than that with that big of a sample size. First one, we are going to Christian Brown under 13.5 points, minus 110 on DraftKings, a half unit play. Now, as I record this, Aaron Gordon popped up on the injury report on Friday. He's questionable. Now, I honestly don't care if Aaron Gordon plays or not. There's 2 trains of thought. Number one, if Aaron Gordon plays, how healthy will he be? He'll obviously get some usage. Number 2, if he doesn't play, you could say, oh, Christian Brown's going to get more usage. But I'd argue I'm going to guard Christian Brown a little tighter and leave Russell Westbrook, Peyton Watson wide open. Those guys can't shoot threes, and Christian Brown's at least shown the ability to make some. I would live with Russ who shoots 26% from 3 on the road and has sucked this series. Live with him beating you. So there's 2 trains that's out there for Christian Brown. Now, if you guys have been tailing the picks this playoffs, you know when we see a role player have a really good game, I wouldn't be shocked if we're fading them the next game. And that's kind of where Christian Brown finds himself because he had a big game 6 to force the game 7. He was one of the big key pieces. He had 23 points. Well, as we know, role players play a lot better at home. So now you're throwing him on the road. And additionally, when you see a role player go off, you're going to see the Thunder or the opposing team make some adjustments. And that's going to be the case here. So like I said, Aaron Gordon in or out, I don't care. Look, if I'm the Thunder, I'm going to leave open Westbrook, Watson, let those guys beat us. And like I said, Brown had a similar kind of thing. And back in game 4, again, another home game for them, scored 17 points. Then what happened the next game in OKC? 8 points. He really struggled. We know where Brown does the majority of his damage. 50% of his points, at least in the regular season, came in the restricted area. That's where the Thunder rank 3rd. They're really good paint defense. I think it's going to be tough sledding. And at game 7, we know Jokic is going to get a lot of minutes. We know Jamal Murray is going to get a lot of minutes. Christian Brown will too. But again, the minutes are going to overlap with those 2 guys who are going to command a ton of usage. I just don't want to. If taking a Christian Brown over, I don't want to do that. So I'll take his under. He's got to prove it to me. He can perform in a game 7 on the road, high stakes, knock down tough shots. I'll fade him. Give me his under 13.5 points. Coming off a good game. You know we love to do it. We'll take that under there. My second play, we're going to go to the other side. We got some overs, and it involves 2 Thunder guys in a same game parlay. Let's talk about it. Here's the 2 fellas. Lou Dort to make 2 or more threes, parlayed with Chet Holmgren. Interesting one to get 20 or more points and rebounds. You combine these 2 together, minus 132 on FanDuel, just another half unit play. On DraftKings, you find this at minus 140. If you're on a book that lets you do SGPs, but maybe you can't take a Chet 20 points and rebounds, I'd probably take in a Chet 10 to 12 points. Probably 10 on the safer side, and then taking him at 6 to 7 rebounds should get you around the same value. If you do that, you take Chet for 10 and 7 on Bet365. It's like minus 120. I like 2 of these guys. Now, additionally, like we've already talked with Brown, role players are going to show up at home. They don't tend to show up on the road. These are 2 guys back at home in OKC. Historically, this season, they've shown up a lot better at home. And we've talked about Lou Dort So many times we took his under 2.5 threes in game 5 or 6. And what happened? He made 2. We've talked about Lou Dort so many times this postseason in this series because Lou Dort is as polar. I mean, he's one of the epitome. If you're looking for home road splits for a role player, he is that. Because if you look at him on the road, shooting like 35% from 3 makes like 1.9 per game. At home, Lou Dort 45% from 3, and he makes about 2.9 per game on about 6.5 attempts. So if you look at Dort, 2+ threes made in every single home playoff game, 5 of 5, and 2+ threes made in 14 straight games in general, including the playoffs. So again, we've seen the Nuggets try their best to slow down SGA. And by doing that, you're going to give up open shots. And Lou Dort's been one of those guys that gets the open looks, and he knocks them down at home. He can't seem to find the basket on the road, which is fine for us. We don't care as long as he makes them tonight, and I think he certainly can. Now, as for Chet Holmgren, he's kind of in the similar boat. You don't normally see me back Chet on the road, but at home, he shoots a higher percentage. He's typically being more aggressive. And additionally, this postseason, we've seen him for the points and rebounds that we're looking for, 20 here, which is regular lines around 24.5. He's had 29, 31, 18 a game, and I believe that was game 1. He got into foul trouble, 26 and 22. So again, he's been really good. I expect Chet was one of the only guys on the team with the plus minus of that was actually in the plus in game 6. I just don't see why we don't play him a little bit more. Jalen Williams, J-Dub is really struggling, and they need another scorer in Chet. It can be that. He can attack the rim. He can put pressure on the defense, and especially if Aaron Gordon's a little bit hampered here, with or without Aaron Gordon. I have no idea. Even if Aaron Gordon plays, how healthy is he? I don't know. You'll be able to score inside, and Chet is one of those guys that can knock down the 3, but he's really at his best when he's in transition. I think you see the Thunder try to get out to a quick start here, and Chet is probably one of those guys they try to get going in transition. He can do Euro steps and get scoring and whatnot. And he's also in a great spot for rebounds. So again, I really like this 2-legger. Lou Dort to make 2 threes, get that done early, and Chet will probably be sweating him out for 20 points and rebounds combined. My second play of the day. My third play is going to be, you guys should know by now, it's the Dub Club exclusive one. It is an over in rebounds plus assists. A lot of people thought the under in assists for the game, the Knicks, was Jaylen Brown, and you guys probably were right on that one. Today's an over in rebounds plus assists. Take a guess at whoever it may be. You don't have to guess if you just join the Dub Club. $10 off your first month makes it only $5. $5. You get, where does that go in this economy? Not very far, but it gets you a month of the Dub Club if you join. Use that link down below. Finally, before we dive into my favorite side or total, we're going to talk about PrizePicks. We already talked about them once in the video. Again, sign up using my code COS or the link at the top of the description. All you got to do is deposit $5 and you'll get a $50 instantly. You just play 5 and you get 50 instantly. That's a pretty dang good offer. You can use this Jokic free pick, which here's how I am using it. Now, it has a max play of $25, so I'm going to do that. But Jokic free pick for him to score 1 point. If that doesn't hit, well, this game's cooked. Christian Brown, less than 13.5 points. Chet Holmgren, I just took his regular line for PRAs, more than 25.5. The points and rebounds at 24.5. I think he'd give me 1 assist. Maybe get 2 or 3 and give you more value there. And then Jamal Murray, less than 6 assists. There's some push potential there, but I'm cool taking a Jamal Murray less than for assists. To him to get 7, I'd live with that. If that beat me on the road in the game 7 assists, knock on wood, shouldn't be hard to come by. Should be hard to come by. $25 on this turns into $250. So take advantage. Sign up for PrizePicks using my code COS or the link at the top of the description. Again, play $5. They'll give you $50 instantly. Take advantage. Now, what you guys have been waiting for, the spread pick. And I know I've talked about this plenty of times. Spread picks are not my forte. It's not what I'm great at, but man, I like doing them for you guys. Now, I'm not putting any of my own money on this one, although I will note 4 winners in a row in that under in that Knicks Celtics game. Sweat free today. I'm rolling with the Oklahoma City Thunder minus 7.5. Now, there's 2 trains of thought here. One, and this feels like the more square way to approach it. I'm sure this is what the comment says. Austin, this is the Nuggets in a game 7. They have so much more experience. Blah, blah, blah. That OKC hasn't even covered the spread in only 1 game, game 2. And I get that. But it just feels so easy to say Jokic on the road, give me plus 7.5, give me plus 8.5. I'll take that any day of the week. They might win outright. I don't know. Something feels weird about this spread being 7.5. Now, I get it. OKC gets a lot of respect. But, man, the fact it's so big makes me want to take it even more. There's a same reason I kind of like the Celtics in game 5. It was like, why the heck are they getting 4.5 when they're down Tatum? They smoked the heck out of the Knicks. Now, this is the game 7. I do agree with the people that there's a lot more experience on the side of the Nuggets. However, I think OKC coming off a loss, they should bounce back here, should shoot a higher percentage. That Aaron Gordon, even being hampered, I think is a big loss here because the guys filling in for Aaron Gordon, Peyton Watson, He can't make an open shot consistently. Julian Strother, he had a great game 6, but can you trust him? No. Russell Westbrook's been a disaster almost all series. You're going to need a lot of production out of Jokic and Jamal Murray. I think OKC covers here. Now, I'm not putting any of my own money on it. You see the lanes are only 10 and 13, so maybe you fade it. Either way, we hit 4 in a row. So maybe now is probably a good time to fade it. I would lean OKC. Use your own decision. Put your own money on wherever you want it. My official picks in the game are Christian Brown's under in points, the Lou Dort, Chet, SGP, and then the Dub Club exclusive play and over and rebounds plus assists. Check it out. $5 for your first month. If you sign up, use that link down below. And of course, I have that $25 PrizePicks entry. I'm pretty sweet if we cash there. Again, thank you as always for tuning in. Let's see if we can bring out this bad boy for game 1. I believe the next time you see me will be on, besides like baseball videos, for NBA people. It's going to be in that Timberwolves versus whoever wins this game. And I think game 1 is Tuesday, and then the Knicks and Pacers series starts on Wednesday. So no video on Monday, but I'll be back hopefully with the broom out, and hopefully we can continue the 6-0 run and make it a 9-0 run. We'll see. Either way, enjoy game 7. I wish it wasn't starting at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, but it is what it is. We move on, and hopefully we have another sweep. I'll see you guys back in the next one. It's Austin. I'm signing out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.